Chad, give a donate. You haven't even spoken to.
That's funny.
Yeah, so when Darren gives us $1,000 right now, we can go to Vegas on camera.
Hey, Luna. Yeah, you are the first one here. It's good to see you.
Welcome back.
Oh, where's the microphone?
They're in the car.
Oh, they're in the car. Oh well,
They
you
can
guys
hear
can
you
still
fine
hear
right
me
now.
fine, right? Any interference or
You might be hearing our
static?
game if you do hear something.
Yeah, we're playing Jurassic World.
Evolution.
And it's cool. You get to set up the different buildings in different spots, and there's a lot to do, and it's fun. But I'm home now. I'm decompressing, and it feels good.
Okay, so since we don't have that, we could do a viewing gallery.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, like that. I love that little construction thing. I bet you if this was on a phone, you would have to pay to speed it up.
Right. It would take like at least 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. It's got me thinking of Rain of Out. No.
There's a cat that likes to hang out in our backyard. Specifically, hanging out in a box of scrap leather that my dad has outside, covered under a patio. And the little cat is sweet. I never seen or heard it causing any trouble. And the colors, it's so solid black. Made me think of Toothless the Dragon. Anyways, that cute little kitty will return slow blinks if I do that. And for those of you who don't know, slow blinks means I love you in cat language. Hey, Steven, it's great to see you. We're doing okay.
Wait, that one guy, Steven?
Yeah. But, the little cat that I'm talking about,
So,
I just saw the little stinker raise his ears because he heard me make a funny noise holding in this hit. And it was just so adorable seeing a pair of ears shoot up like, what? Black holes. I am not able to give a house tour because this is not technically my house. But I can show you our setup for our boil. Just gotta move a couple of small things. In fact, I'm gonna pull out my boy and show you guys how cute he is. My boy. You wanna come out and play?
I saw him with Jack. What?
Hi.
That was adorable as fuck.
Come on, my boy. I know you wanna play. Come on. Come on. What? Come on. Don't you wanna play? No stinker. The little stinker doesn't want to move. But that's his tank. It's not super fancy, but it does have a lot of spaces to climb and hide under. And he's happy about it.
You almost fell. I got you.
Thought my finger was a worm for a second. That predatory look is so cute.
You try striking? That would have been hilarious.
Right. I'm not gonna get you. We believe in choice-based handling where we let him decide if he comes out to play or not. But there are some days we force him out just to do a visual health inspection of him, make sure nothing's looking bad. And when he chooses to climb onto my hand, it melts my heart every time. Come on. You don't want to play? You just want a bug? Is that all you care about? Bugs? Hi. I'm making you come out to play. I'm going to show these nice people your awesome bed. So this is one of my old socks, repurposed to make a nice cozy hide for the boy. And as you can see, he's chilling in there. And it's just adorable. And it is easy to get him out when he's chilling in here because all I gotta do is lift the tube. But if any of you guys have pet reptiles, I suggest you try to make something like this for them. All it is a paper towel roll with one thick wintry sock on the very first layer surrounding every inch of the tube, and then a secondary sock on top of the super winter one, just to help the pieces keep together. And as you can see, he's very happy. I'm offering him a chance to leave and go explore. I'll go like this. Aw, thank you guys. Yeah, I love this little man. Aw, thank you, Attitude. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys, and I love all of you. Oh, that's his tail. He decided, no, I don't want to come outside to play. Another tip, when you make a hide like this for your pet, it helps if you have one end blocked off just by the very thin outer sock. And if you make something like this for your reptiles and you have it near a heat source, they will love it. No, we love you guys.
Dude, speaking of dinosaurs getting up close and personal,
Ooh.
I just unlocked the spear that you see in the movie.
Yeah. Gold astronaut. It is so great to see you guys here. I'm scrolling through the comments, making sure I don't miss any. Alright. Well, thank you for the comment. I got this shirt at Walmart. They got a section in the women's clothing where they got spaghetti strap and normal short sleeve shirts for sale. And I love layering up with the spaghetti strap ones because it's extra comfort without being bulky. But, as you can see, he's totally facing the other way. He doesn't want to come out to play. And that's when having this end helps.
What'd he do? What'd he just do?
He thought my finger was food.
He struck? On camera? Oh, no.
You see that little dent right there?
Oh, he's biting the inside. Wow.
He thinks it's a bug. But he's still attacking it. What are you doing? There's no food there. Yeah, hi. You better turn around. I've never had him attack my finger from the other side of one sock. Oh, that's funny. You're a goofy little dude. It is still daylight. We got like an hour and a half left. So you gotta go to the store and get food. He was up in the Highlands. Seen a newt in a pond. That's always fun. Meeting wild reptiles. There he is. I did not understand the comment. Alright. You have the option to come out to play, but I'm not gonna force you. Oh, how about my hand? It's a little easier. Come on, my son. We found a Mediterranean house gecko outside yesterday. It was a little bitty thing. It was too fast for us to catch it and hold on to it. He jumped out into the void of the tall grasses and he ended up dropping his tail. And we felt horrible, but at the same time we're like, they're designed to drop their tails if they feel threatened. It's a natural response. It's not personal. The little guy probably just never handled being near humans before. Well, thank you, Luna. I really appreciate that. Big play or no clue what to do with the boys. I'll get them Tuesday night. So a good time at the house of Roger. Yeah, I don't understand. I've smoked my pain management, and my mental faculties are running on energy saving mode. You really don't want to play, do you, little man? You're so cute. I wish you would willingly come out to play. That stinker. Let me look at that tail. Watch what happens when I tickle it. Oh my god, I'm upset. He's spinning around. You gonna come out now and say hi? Or are you gonna keep retreating? What you gonna do, little mans? Come on. Some days he's not as social as others. Yeah, dude, I'm too big to try and understand all that. Where you going? Come on. Do I gotta just put you back? Because you really don't want to play? I thought you'd want to play. Huh? Oh, wow. I guess he caught a whiff of my breath and he... like, yeah, thanks for that. What
Dude,
are you doing?
Living serious right now?
Do you want to play? Come on, I want you to play, buddy. This is your choice, but I'm trying to pressure you into choosing to come out. No. Little stinkers. I love him though. Oh. Let me catch up on these. No microwaves? Oh, that would suck. But yeah, I am confused trying to read these. Come on. My mom. I've never tried to eat you. I'm not gonna force you. You see? You decide. It's up to you. There. I didn't realize he was so out of frame. But as you can see, I offer my hand flat. So he'll feel like he has a big enough platform to get onto. And then I usually put him up on my shoulder, and he's pretty happy. What? Yeah, come on. It's Mom. I wish there could be like a cartoon text bubble with his inner thoughts in it so I could see what he's thinking. Yeah, I had orange hair at one point. It did look pretty good. What? See? It's Mom. Okay. You're like the dog that can't decide if it wants in or out. You keep making me think you want one and then the other. You're a little stinker. Yeah, at one point I had orange hair. I'm having a lot of fun with the reds and pinks. Oh no, am I annoying the little dinosaur? Watch this. I'm barely gonna touch him, and he's gonna act all offended. Yeah, he reacts. I wish you would come out to play, little man. You're a stinker. You wanna have him attack you the same way? Just have your finger on the other side of that. I'm having him pet the backside of the sock to see if a boy goes after him. Like he did for me. Come on, little man. What are you doing?
Is he looking this way?
Oh. No. No.
That's alright.
This little stinker keeps turning around. And this tube is just big enough for him to rotate fully without having to leave. Come on. Trust Mom. Come on. You don't want to play? You just want to sit there and be all cute? What? What is your deal today? You said we didn't get you more bugs? Hmm? Our little man is on the bigger end of the scale, and he is an excellent eater of all bugs that he's tried so far. We've given him crickets, mealworms, dubia roaches. He's tried a hornworm, and every reaction was adorable. For me, it's about to be 5 o'clock at night. And wow, that got right out of nowhere. Hi. You can see him through because the light. Oh, that's funny. You're a funny little man. I got this. I'll sit you down like this. Angle this down. gonna get on the bed myself. But this is how we let our little man decide when he wants to actually socialize or just have a view other than the inside of his cage. Eight. Dang. Oh, it's after midnight. Dang, Steven. I know I would be getting sleepy about that time. Yeah, you're a stinker. I am surprised you don't want to come out and play more.
I'm gonna let it get rolled just so you can see what it can smell like in back. Why are you being all shy? You weren't shy when you were trying to eat your mom's finger.
It was so funny. You thought my
I think
finger.
we should switch it up. We're gonna do lemons today.
That sounds good.
Fireball.
Oh, such a cute little guy. What you doing? What? I could feel him turning around. That's your tail. Whoop. 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 He doesn't want to leave. He's an indecisive little stinker. Oh, you're not working tomorrow. Nice. That's a good feeling. Come on, me boy. Why won't you play? Last night we had a video chat with my brother and his kids, and I got to show the kids my little guy, and he did really well being handled in there. After a while he decided my shoulders weren't enough, and I was standing kind of near my dad, and so he was already reaching to get onto my dad's shoulders, and so I leaned in to bridge that gap. And once he got onto my dad's shoulders, he settled. And it's an amazing feeling as a reptile owner to have a reptile enjoy your company enough to just fully lay down and settle there. Some days he's super active and we'll constantly have to keep catching him and bringing him back to in visual range. Because he's a quick little stinker, and if he wanted to escape from us, truly, he could do it.
Oh, he'll try.
Yeah, my boy is funny. Yeah, we work doing DoorDash deliveries.
Think about building a rhythm. Research and expeditions. Fossil extractions. Build new attractions. Keep our visitors entertained with a variety of dinosaurs.
How about we just take off the outer side?
Keep your park secure.
If you think that will
It's a
work.
little like
It will.
spinning plates.
Remember, I put it on.
Don't let any of them fall.
Steven wants to know how you are doing.
I am physically beat.
What you gonna do? You gonna come out to play? Look at this little face. I love his eyes. He's such a handsome little guy. That's a handsome boy. That's you. Trying to see how close up I can get it before he doesn't like it anymore. He's doing really good. Hello. I will slowly back away. There you go, little guy. So if you order DoorDash, it'll be at your door. Yeah, that's the whole premise of it. You put in your address, the driver picks up the stuff that you ordered through the app, and they drop off what you ordered, and then they go on to do the same thing for other people all day. It's a bit monotonous and it can be tedious, but it's our means of making a living, and we're thankful we have that and not no source of income. Yeah, Resident Evil is awesome. Well, Luna, I really...
Who said that?
Steven.
That's right. Steven knows what's up.
Well, Luna, I really appreciate you stopping by. I hope that you have a good rest of your day and that whatever you got planned tomorrow will go the way it should. Be good to yourself, Luna. Yeah, little man, he really likes the warm wintry sock. And I can't blame him. It's extra plush. This is a men's winter sock. So he knows great comfort. I just wish he would willingly step out to play. Maybe if I have it like this so he could see, he can climb onto me. Help it out. There we go. It's taking Dad annoying him to get him out.
Look at him standing tall. From there.
He's standing so tall. You should rub his belly.
He turned around. Like, what is touching me?
If you don't mildly annoy your pets once in a while, are you truly a pet parent? I don't think so. You gonna get out of there, buddy? He's reminding me of the...
Come on, dude, get out.
He reminds me of the groundhogs in the Ice Age. The one that was old and he said, I was born in this hole, I'm gonna die in this hole. There you are.
Dude, let go.
You don't want to show how
Go
you
to
can
mom.
jump?
Go to mom. He didn't want to let go.
You got warm hands. I don't blame him. Oh, well, I'm glad you're still here. We finally got the boy out of his sock hide. And as you can see, he's pretty decent size compared to my hand. Are you gonna want my shoulder? Because I know. Well, I'm not gonna poke you. I don't know why you acted all spooked. Are you just mad because it's not bug day? Oh, that's good. Well, it's great seeing you guys return over and over. I really do consider you guys family and friends to me. You low-key want DoorDash. It is very convenient. We've ordered DoorDash for ourselves a handful of times. And every time we did, it was because it was a special event. And having your food delivered, I think that's kind of special. Because it saves the hassle of having to go out in your car and dealing with other people on the road. The only real drawback, though, is it is expensive to order DoorDash. And that's why we don't do it very often unless it's a big celebration of some event. What? See? I'm not gonna get you. You're just a silly little man. I think you want my shoulder because you always love it. Alright. I'm just gonna stay there. Okay. What? I know you would like it. Usually when he gets on my shoulders, he settles in to soak up all the warmth. And it's very adorable. You don't want to be extra warm? I thought you would. Come on. I'm giving you the option. Oh, such a cute little stinker. Yeah, you are. That little guy. I can't get over how beautiful his eyes are. You know, he looks like he's got a little smile going on. See? Such a handsome little... Oh, such a handsome little man. And I'm not the only one that thinks so. You're settling. He's taking in the warmth from my hand now, guys. I know you would like being on my shoulders a lot more. Do. A lot more.
Exactly what I needed. Well done.
What? Oh, my hands are kind of cold. I got circulation problems in my hands and feet. And if one thing is true of all reptiles, they don't like cold touches unless they're overheated. Okay. I know you will like the warm there a lot more. There you go. See? I need to be in a cottage, like eating room service, max amount of vitamin D. Yeah, that would be an amazing vacation. I would love to do that. But money is an object.
Maybe you're supposed to say the other thing. Money is no object.
Cute. See, this is how my boy usually settles on me. There's been a couple of times where he was literally curled around my neck and it just felt like a little hug. I'm gonna be ending my live when I'm tired. I'm trying to be live a lot more frequently and for longer durations, just to really put this as a higher priority in my life so that I can actually get somewhere with this. And just live streaming at home with my boy on my shoulder and my man to my right. I'm feeling pretty nice. Yeah, Thug, my little guy he's a sweet one. One time, well, the first time that I was using a heating pad and he climbed over it, he settled instantly. And my body is complicated. I will feel very, very warm to the touch, but I will feel like I am freezing. So I'm good at radiating heat. I just don't retain it very well. And so he loves the way my heat is radiating. Because you got all the major vessels and arteries and all that. And no matter what time of year it is, I am always warm right where he's laying down. Leopard geckos are so easy to care for because their needs and wants are simple. They just need a big cage to explore, bugs, calcium dust, and some reptile vitamin dust, and some fresh water, and some heat. And once you got the whole thing set up, all you gotta maintain is the water and the dust. And it's super easy. A lot easier than taking care of other bigger animals. And he sleeps during the day when we're out and about working. And so when we're home at night, that's when he'll be awake and watching us. So getting a leopard gecko was the ideal fit for a pet for us. He does accept affection once you kind of desensitize him to it again for a little bit. And after a while, he'll tolerate gentle pets on his head and cheek rubs. Like, you know how it's a common trope for older grandmas to want to pinch the cheeks of all their grandkids? He is so cute to me that I feel that urge, but I'd never give in to it because he would freak out if I tried. So I settle for lightly rubbing the underside of his jaw and his cheeks. And the trust we're building with him is deepening. He used to be extremely flighty, and now he's just learned it's best to just chill and soak up the warm while you can and have a good time, instead of trying to climb everywhere you're not supposed to go. Like this little guy. For his size, he can jump a decent distance. And he's jumped out of our hands before and landed on the floor or the bed. And when he does his wriggle to get away, it's like trying to hold on to a crocodile doing the death roll. And it's just ridiculously cute.
If you can handle
And
all the chaos of the facilities and the dinosaurs, then
I've only ever been
really,
bitten
how
a
tough
couple
could
of times
completing this new
by
contract
him, and
be for
that
a
was
person
because I
who
was
were jealous?
hand feeding him with the worm in between my fingers. And in his excitement at getting a wormy, he included my finger in with the bite, and it didn't hurt, it just felt really funny. And when they bite on, they close their eyes really hard, and it just looks hilarious. How come we never see that coming? Well, that's because our cuddling leads to other stuff that is not good for camera.
Well, it looks good on camera. It just needs a
Yeah, that's the regions that these little guys are native to. It's pretty funny. It's nowhere near Thanksgiving, but I appreciate all kind words. Yeah, he's got
What's
that
up?
BBC.
Oh, yeah. What's good?
This is how we decompress at the end of our workday. We either watch something funny or we play one of our video games. My parents own a dog, and well, she kind of is our dog, except we're not legally responsible for her. But she's a medium-sized mix of a few different Australian breeds, and because of that, she is super smart. And she does have some spots on her fur like a cattle dog. And when we first brought her home, she was a year old, no white hair on her face at all. And now she has beautiful little white hairs all around. And she's gonna be turning 9 soon. I'm lagging. The internet is probably acting up. I would call the dog over here, but we haven't really allowed her to interact with our boy. And every time he's this chill, we try to take full advantage of it and enjoy the moment as long as it lasts. But, oh, wait a minute, what? Oh, she should be getting fed soon. Actually, her dinner's late.
I'll check on it.
Yeah. Yep, this is my boy Sisu. Oh, you're okay. I know. Probably feels really funny when Mama talks and you feel the vibration. Another cute bit about having a reptile as a pet is, as a woman, I can full on pretend he's my son, and I'll cradle him close on my chest, and he'll fall asleep. A little while ago, he had his body right between them, with the back of his head against me, and he was watching the TV. And I almost died of cuteness overload. It was so adorable. Oh, you've got 10 more minutes? Well, if you have to leave early, I understand. Believe me, I understand. Hey, Zavinator, it's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. I got my boy right here. Physically tired, mentally tired, but emotionally good. Work was not as productive as we hoped, but we did get a really nice tipper. And now we're home. And I gotta figure out what I want to eat. I've got a lot of good food options. I just am indecisive. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I plan on streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna give it my maximum effort to go live at least once a day. Even if it's one of those days where I feel like shit all day long, if I catch a break, I will take advantage of that and still stream anyways. You're okay. Some of my hair was under his foot, and when I moved the hair, and it tickled him. And so cute. I wish I could kiss you, but at this angle it would not work. Yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow. I do have a DMV appointment, which I'm not looking forward to. But thankfully it's an appointment, so hopefully we won't be stuck waiting 2 hours in line. But I'll let you guys know when I actually have my real ID and I can actually get some more stuff going on. Well, thank you for the kind words, Savinator. That's really good 2022 movie. Yeah, I have not seen that, but that sounds like a very, very good movie. I named my boy Sisu because, firstly, in Finland, Sisu basically translates to indomitable spirit, as in, you're not going to let anything dominate you. You know, you're always going to rise to the top. You're never going to stop fighting to get to the top. And also, the character Sisu in Raya and the Last Dragon was pretty lovable. When we first got our boy, we thought he was a girl. But then he got his gecko. They grew in. And we know he's a boy. And Sisu is a gender neutral name, so it works perfectly. Do I think the gecko would be gummy or tough? Well, it's good to see you, Jacob. And that's the thinker. The closest thing I've had to gecko would be rattlesnake. I tried barbecued, fresh killed rattlesnake while at a church camp event when I was in junior high. We were camping out on this property owned by a couple that went to the same church, and every year they'd open up their land for the whole church body to have a weekend of camping together. And it was great fun. There was a lot of land that we were able to explore without getting in trouble with crossing property lines. And one of the guys had a bow and arrow, and he decided he would go hunting, and several other guys went with him, and they came back with a dead rattlesnake shot with an arrow. I watched the dude skin the snake, and I watched him put it on the grill, and when it was cooked, I tried it. The meat in between the ribs is such a small amount. I don't think relying on rattlesnake for survival food would be good, because it takes a long time to, like he said, to get the meat from in between each of their little ribs. But when I did try it, it tasted like tough chicken. And I was shocked that it tasted like chicken when I knew for a fact it was rattlesnake. It's just funny how many foods do taste like chicken. Yeah, it was a fun weekend. I've always loved being out in nature. Oh, my foot went numb. What? You're not gonna fall. Mama's got you. Just a little more over. There we go. Easier to see you. This is all right. Well, it was great seeing you, Luna.
That was awesome.
That was. Yeah, another funny food that I've tried was gator jerky. That also tasted like tough chicken. Same flavor. It just required a lot more chewing to break it apart than if you had actual chicken. It's funny. Yes, this dragon has been tamed with the offering of wormies a few days ago. He is wanting another sacrifice, but we are not able to provide at this moment. We have to maintain his healthy weight, and it's real easy to overfeed your geckos and cause them to become obese. And so we visually check his weight every time we are thinking of feeding him, and we gauge his weight by looking at his limbs, specifically his little arms and his little thighs. If they look really big, we know he's good on food. He can wait a few days to eat. But if his arms and little thighs look a bit thin, we know he's definitely ready to eat. And if it was up to him, he'd be eating bugs all day. But I highly recommend leopard geckos as a pet. It does feel like having a little dragon, especially when he's hunting. I just realized we're having him watch the Jurassic World game that we're playing. That's funny.
My shoulder was starting to hurt.
Not good. We've also watched all the Jurassic Park and World movies and Godzilla. All the Godzilla movies with him watching.
He needs to see his ancestors.
Yeah, we tell him that was your great 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 grandpappy. Or something cute.
Great great aunt.
But yeah, any movies with reptiles of any sort, we make a little special effort to make sure he sees it. It's funny watching him actually get interested in what's on the TV. But for the most part, he's just about, all he is about is taking all the warm that he can get. It's adorable. Another thing I love about this little guy is he will let me boop him snoot to snoot. And most of the time he doesn't react all that much. But once in a while he acts offended, as if I'm a dirty human who has the nerve to touch him with dirty hands and a dirty snoot. It's just funny. Oh yeah, see, you're soaking up that worm. Where you going? You might want to stick to up here. You'll get a lot more warm that way. Another cute thing about these little guys is it's a joke among all leopard gecko owners that they share one brain cell collectively, and they have to take turns with it. And so when they do something smart, we said, "Oh, they got to use the brain cell today." And when they do something derpy, oh, it's not his turn with the brain cell. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Is what we strive to maintain
Mama's talking.
We do that by making sure their needs are met. In a way, it's kind of like taking care of the animals.
My husband's name is Matt.
More demands and less understanding.
Well, there you
Am I
go.
right?
I try to get better warm. Up here would be so much better.
Around here, huh? I love what you're doing.
Come on. Come on, my little
I
man.
like what I'm seeing. Let's keep it up.
Let me make you happy
Satisfaction is
and
what we
warm.
aim to give our guests. Make them appreciate the little things and the big things. The teeth and glassy eyes that can swallow them whole.
No, I want you to go up. You're gonna find so much warm up in there. Like I said earlier, I am great at radiating body heat and warming up those around me. But I will often feel like I am freezing and I need the heat turned up.
Yes, sightsee.
Oh, he settled a little bit more.
A newly developed island. The name,
Oh my
roughly
God.
translated, and I do mean roughly, the island of the dead.
That's what I had in mind, but
Fitting. Humorous.
if you could soak up the warm, I'm happy for that. Hey, Mukesh, it's great to see you. It's been a little while. Hope things are going well for you. We're doing all right. Physically tired. Emotionally, we're good. We're just tired. We worked earlier and now we're home to stay. And I've got my 2-year-old leopard gecko on my belly. So, oh, and we got the Jurassic World game on our TV going too.
Our scientific research improves.
And so, this is what it looks like when we're chilling, basically.
I was going to add.
No, thank you, Savinator. My weekend was uneventful, but good. You gonna settle? When they find a place they like and they lower themselves down, it's the cutest looking thing. Oh, you want to climb up? I'm glad you're exploring. Looks like he's trying to see you.
What?
He's so cute. My little derp.
I didn't do it.
For those of you who are just tuning in, having some quality decompression time with my boy on me. For a long while he was on my shoulder, soaking up all the heat that radiates from there. And now he actually feels a little more warmed up, so he wants to move around now. Oh, thank you, Mukesh. I really love this little guy. It's really funny watching him hunt for bugs. It's like if Jurassic Park was shrunken down. You cozy? You didn't lower yourself down yet. What you thinking? Oh, that was good. Sometimes when I boop his snoot, he acts offended and he jerks his head away. But this time he just did a little blim. So yeah, he's doing good. He's happy to be out and hanging out with us. Want to say hi up close to the camera? Okay. As you can see, his little arms and his little legs. He's looking a little beefy. I think in a couple of days we'll have to do bug day. Yeah, in a couple more days. But you gotta wait. I talk to every animal I ever own as if they're a little human and they can understand me. And while they might not understand the words that I'm using, they understand the tone. And it's pretty cute when they react as if they understand the words as well as the tone. Yeah. Well, you're okay. You're okay. A key to handling leopard geckos is don't grab at them from overhead. They are prey for birds. And so it's their instinct to feel afraid and to try to hide if they think a bird is overhead. And so if I ever have to block him from going where he doesn't belong, I can't just grab at him overhead like the claw. That often freaks him out. And I can't reach overhead to get him to climb onto my hand. I have to kind of pretend my hand is also a gecko. And I try to go around where he's trying to go and I block it. And I can move my hand as fast as lightning as long as I don't raise it up. If I keep it low level, it doesn't faze him. Funny little creatures. Do I like spiders? Yeah, I miss having jumping spiders as pets. But this little guy, he's a good companion. Any plan for dinner?
I just had dinner.
I'm thinking I'm gonna have some of the microwave rice. The Dollar Tree has individual microwavable bags of pre-cooked rice. All you gotta do is throw it in the microwave for a minute and a half, and it's fresh. And the Dollar Tree, where we live, they have a few flavors to choose from. And I think I might go with the cilantro and lime one. I leave the pen with you. Alright, that's better.
Yeah, I like what you're talking about, the 3 feet, the shake in the camera steps. I said 3 feet for some reason.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mukesh. I greatly appreciate you stopping by and for the kind words that you always say. I hope that you also have a good night and some sweet dreams too, and that your day tomorrow goes exactly how you hope it will. Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're okay. Oh, shit.
you just get it go. That's awesome.
It is. But, I want to know what kind of pets you guys watching have at home. We have the leopard gecko that's exclusively ours. We are responsible for him in every way. And my parents have a dog who was adopted when I was still living here and we were just newly dating. So my parents' dog, Sadie, has known all of us most of her life. And she can get the zoomies sometimes, even though she's 9. Oh, that reminds me.
It's raining again.
Yes. She needs her dinner.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll get that right. No.
You're okay. I want you on my shoulder. Aw. It looked like he was giving me a kiss. Yeah, there you go. And that's what a happy melting gecko looks like. He always melts with the warm. Well, thank you, Zevinator. I appreciate that. I didn't find out until recently that I am on the autism spectrum. And looking at my life through the lenses of knowing I'm autistic, it's become pretty clear to me why I wasn't good at making and keeping friends. I didn't know any other kids with autism, and I was a bit much. But my husband is also on the spectrum, and autisms work very nicely together.
They blend together like this movie.
I'm autistic. Hey, Chappie! It's been a fat minute since I've seen you. Things have gotten better since we last saw you. We're no longer dying financially from unaffordable car payments. So that's a huge weight off of our back. We are with my parents, so we're living in a house again. Our neighbor is letting us keep our trailer parked on his land for no hassle, no cost. He only asks that I make sure his dog is cared for when he has to go out of town. So things are looking up for us. And I can tell that my boy is happy that he doesn't have to deal with temperature fluctuations that happen when you live in a trailer versus a home. And things are looking up. And all of you guys' prayers and your kind words, it all adds up and it all has made a difference. And I thank you guys for your support. What else is worth mentioning? Oh yeah, the rain's picking up again. It's been raining off and on today. It was nice hearing the rain when we were in the car, waiting for orders to be sent our way. But I think I prefer hearing the rain from in the house.
This new contract can help us do that. So it's important that you
No,
consider.
this little man, his name's Sisu. His name was inspired by both the... If I laugh too hard, it'll shake him and he won't like it.
If you guys are wondering what happened, I just flashed her.
But this little man, he's 2.5 years old now.
Her dinner
And-
gets a little bit of olive oil and water, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's all I did for her.
Nice. But he's 2.5. We've had him ever since New Year's Eve 2 years ago. And his name
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, his name was inspired by the term in Finland, sisu. It means indomitable spirit. In other words, a spirit that can't be broken. It will always persevere. And it's a good reminder. And also, I really liked the dragon Sisu in the movie Raya and the Last Dragon. It's a good, cute movie I recommend. But those are the two sources of inspiration for this little guy being named Sisu. And he's super easy to care for too. We don't have to take him outside to use the bathroom or use a litter box. We don't have to take him out on walks. We just gotta supply them with fresh calcium dust, fresh water, a bunch of places to hide and feel safe, and a constant source of heat and light during the day. And once you get the whole setup, the rest is easy. A female gecko called Echo. She lived to be 17? Wow, that's amazing. That's a real long life for a gecko. You must have taken real good care. Oh, I love the sound of the rain. Before, when we were living in our trailer, anytime it was heavy raining, I would be nervous, afraid that one of the weak points in the roof was going to give and the trailer was going to flood. But we were able to patch it up and not have to worry about it. Living in the trailer is fun, but being in a home, especially during this time of year, is better, comfort-wise. I like the setup you got going. 17. That really is a long life for a gecko. I've always had pets that lived decently long lives as well. I used to raise little jumping spiders because they're great pets. They eat the bad bugs you don't like, and they have their own personalities. The only bummer about jumping spiders is their short lifespan. Their typical lifespan is 1 to 2 years. They can make it to 3. But oftentimes they'll die before they reach 1 year old just because of being out in the environment and other bugs preying on jumpers and all that. Well, when I raised a clutch that was given to me by my very first pet jumping spider, I had to learn pretty quick about pacing myself and taking care of them. And I gave it my best effort, and a handful of them lived to almost reach 3 years old. My last jumper, she made it to her 3rd birthday, and then she crossed the rainbow web. And so I'm very thankful that I had 3 years with her. But it's been about 4 or 5 since I lost them.
You ate all your food. What's up?
Oh, now I can show the cuteness. That's the
Hi.
dog. Her name is Sadie. Oh,
What?
you're so cute.
What are you doing?
Are you needing loves? Is that what you need?
Really, huh?
Okay, we can scoot
You
that
come
over.
here. You come here. You come hang out with me.
Let me flip
You
this
come
around.
hang out with me. Oh, I
There
know.
we
I
go.
love you too. I love you too, you little stinky dog. Oh, I know.
There we go. As you can see, my boy is mostly
You're a good
unbothered.
girl.
As long as he can have a heat source.
You're such a good girl. Give me a kiss. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see all you guys
Silly
here.
dog.
Oh, you're okay.
I love you, stinky dog.
Oh, I feel a cold patch
You
on you.
silly
You gotta
dog.
keep warming up.
You're a silly dog.
I think it's cute when geckos are constantly on the move, like they have a mission that they have to fulfill. The internet says they don't live that long, but she did. She loved butterworms. I could see why. Oh, you've had sugar gliders? That's so cool. I always thought they were stinking adorable. Especially when they're crabbing. I never thought a creature that cute could make such a noise when they're upset. Hi. I love you too. I know.
I've just seen the report on your
I
successful
know.
contract. Let's stay at this level moving forward.
You're my good girl. As you can see, she's a very pretty girl. And she's got the cattle dog spots in her fur. And she sheds a lot for her size. As you can see, this little dude is super chill. I've seen some funny videos of geckos being angry. And their little temper tantrums are just too cute. We try not to purposefully make our boy upset. But he has progressively gotten a little bit louder each time he does get upset. And it's been adorable. We'll have to try and catch it on film for you guys. But it sounds like a quiet, creaky door in the distance. And he usually does that when he's trying to climb somewhere we don't want him going. You had twins, brother and sister. Oh, that would be adorable. Before I knew about sugar gliders, I never would have imagined that they would make that sound when they're upset. Hey Mike, it's good to see you. And yeah, I got my leopard gecko.
This is a side hustle that we should get behind.
He's like super easy to care for. Sometimes he feels active and he'll jump.
Is Mom home?
And it's adorable.
Are they home? Who's that?
Oh, it's almost 2 in the morning in the UK. Dang, that's staying up late. I really appreciate you stopping by, Aaron. I hope I said that correctly.
Hey, Ron.
But I appreciate you stopping by and sticking around for a while. I hope that you can get some good sleep and have a good day tomorrow. What am I watching? Well, we bought the Jurassic World game in the PlayStation store.
It was only $5.
$5 for a Jurassic Park game. And basically, it's like the farming simulator games where you've got to place buildings and upgrade here and there. But it's with dinosaurs. And the graphics are really nice. Really vibrant use of color. Fine details, too. We're doing okay. Our night is going real nice. Just hanging out at home with my boy and my man who's right out of frame. I think I am gonna have the bag of rice. You are being such a good boy. Oh, it loves you. We had a couple of deliveries. Literally just a couple. The first one, though, was a very nice tipper. $17. We haven't had a tip that big in a long while. And so that was nice. But then the rest of the workday was lame, to put it nice. But we still enjoyed being out of the house, chilling in the car with the rain happening all around. And
What's going on? Why are you acting weird?
now we're just chilling here. You can get up. You can. I know you want to. I have not let her see him like
You okay?
right up close, or let her
No, you
smell
can
him,
lick yourself.
because I don't want to
That's
tempt her with a
okay.
possible hunting.
She's probably hearing
reflex.
thunder.
Oh, that would explain it. The baby. As far as these two are concerned, the other doesn't exist. I have never seen Sadie watching this little guy. And this little guy, he responds to general movement in his field of vision. If something moves, his eyes focus on it, and it's too cute. Hey Blade, it's good to see you. Aw, thank you. He's my 2.5-year-old son named Sisu. We adopted him 2 New Year's Eves ago from PetSmart. And he's been a really easy little guy to care for and to give time to. PlayStation 4. Yeah, we just have the PlayStation 4. I technically have a Wii. But I've not used that since my college days. I would go hard playing Just Dance, and I would use that as my exercise. You know, dancing with as much energy as I could exert. I would probably do well if I started doing that again, but start slow and build my way up. I'm not as physically fit and strong and flexible as I would like to be because of my multiple musculoskeletal conditions, but I'm slowly trying to work on it, but it's not easy yet. It's way too easy for me to just go,
This one has a
I'm
different
tired.
pattern. I unlocked a different pattern.
That looks cool.
It's more of a desert savanna.
Yeah, like a Rocky Mountain type. I like
If
that.
that one was asleep on some rocks.
You're donezo. Nice. Well, thank you, Blade. It's always good to see you. Life has been getting better for us. Hey, Chechi, it's great to see you. Big hugs from California. We're just chilling at home after working. And I got my boy soaking up the warmth from my shoulder. And I got the doggo under my hands. I'm very simple with the kind of things that make me happy. Just give me some animals to love on, something on the TV, and I'm having a good time.
Some weed.
Yeah, weed always helps. Speaking of, oh, okay. The pen wasn't where I remember leaving it, and so I was mildly panicking.
She panicked like a junkie. Thank you.
There's this funny song called "Where's My Jewel?" Juul
By Lil Mariko.
by Lil Mariko. If you listen to that song but substitute jewel with pen or dab, it's very relatable. It's funny. Basically, the singer can't find her Juul nicotine vape, and she's questioning all these people if they've seen it, and at the very end, it was in her pocket the whole time. She just forgot she put it in there. And I've done shit like that. Like, I will literally just finish getting it settled in my pocket. Oh, wait a minute. I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to smoke. Wait, where is it?
Oh my god.
It's funny. You gonna lower? When they get cozy, they'll lower their bodies down. And it's too cute. Such a handsome little man. Oh, thank you, Blade. I appreciate it. I hope things get better for you guys and what you're dealing with, too. -12 Celsius? Oh my fuck. Oh, Chechi, make sure you don't run out of firewood. Damn. The coldest weather I ever experienced firsthand was Christmas time in Michigan. I got to see it snow, and it was awesome. But I had to wear like 3 layers of pants and 4 layers of tops just to not freeze while going outside. But I only got to experience 1 degree weather, or it was 1 degree Fahrenheit. Never negative, let alone Celsius. That just sounds really cold. You're the only Canadian that can't complain about the cold. That's funny. But it just amazes me that you guys are all over the world in different locations, different time zones, and yet we're all in the same specific part of the internet at the same time, interacting as if the miles between all of us means nothing. And I think that's pretty cool. The whole concept. It's awesome. See, this is why I love when you guys keep returning. Not only do you become friends to me, but you become friends with each other too. It's exactly what I intend to happen here. Returning viewers to support each other and call each other friend. And I love all of you guys for being supportive and kind. Yeah, you're still trying to warm up, but you want to move. Am I right? Hi. Oh, what? You're okay. I'm not making you do anything.
Was a land of wonder.
See, when they lower their bodies back down, that means they are cozy. I'm waiting for him to lower.
This would be Isla Nublar's legacy, not Hammond's dream of a Jurassic Park, but something altogether.
Well, I'm happy to remind you guys to appreciate things. I've been really praying a lot and realizing, yeah, we have our problems in the first world, but we have access to hot water whenever we want it. Not only when we need it, but just when we want hot water. A lot of people have to boil their water over a fire. And we have drinkable water from the tap. A lot of people have to carry a bucket to a well, fill it, and then take that well water home, and that's the water that they use and drink. And so it's everyday conveniences like that. I like to take a second to remind myself I'm in the top percentile compared to the rest of the world, just because we have hot running water whenever. We can get in a car and go visit whatever. We can log online to talk to anyone we want to at any time. And people in the third world don't know those conveniences. And so I really try to appreciate it. It helps me have a more grateful attitude, which has helped me be a happier person. I may be upset about struggles we're dealing with, but I have gotten a better handle at enjoying the little things in life and trying to focus on those when there's a lot of bad going on. Oh, thank you, J-Dub. This little man's name is Sisu. Whoa! No. You saw that? That was him trying to jump for freedom. What? You snuggling up with Mom? Just too much for you right now? Hmm? Hmm? Will you let me boop you snoot to snoot? Hmm? No?
Yes, that's what we like to see.
I love the way he moves with his little legs. Hmm. Paradise in the eyes of another. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I love snakes and spiders. I used to have arachnophobia from a childhood traumatic event. Long story short, my dad thought it was a great idea to invite his 8-year-old daughter to go with him to his friend's house to move bricks from one end of the friend's yard to the other end. I was warned there would be spiders in the brick pile. Not, there might be. I was warned there will be. I didn't think anything of it. I was wearing jean overalls that were shorts, so my knees were exposed. Within 30 seconds of starting to move these bricks, a dark, fuzzy mass just appeared, covering my entire kneecap. And I didn't feel it. It was just there. I freaked out, and I was shaking intermittently from fear for up to 20 minutes after that happened. And I spent years hating and being afraid of spiders. But then, several years ago, I realized I got too many things that bother me and make me feel scared. If I can shorten that list by conquering one of my fears, that'll make life that much easier. And so I decided that going with curing my fear of spiders would be a really practical way to go. And I started out by watching Lucas the Spider. It's a cute little animated jumping spider cartoon. And then when that didn't bother me, I moved up into watching videos of jumping spiders playing with their owners. And it was adorable. They're so very cat and dog-like in their personalities. Each one is different. And upon seeing that, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get myself a jumping spider just to fully solidify the fact that I'm not afraid of spiders anymore. And so I went to eBay. I bought a little jumper. I did not know at the time that she was wild caught, but I bought a little jumper, named her Muffin, and she gave me 100 babies once she felt safe with me. And she passed while guarding her babies. So it was a Charlotte's Web situation for me. And it sucked because I was just really falling in love with her little personality. But her babies were wonderful to care for. You really learn how to practice fine motor skills and fine movements when you're dealing with something so tiny and fragile as a little baby jumping spider. And I would spend 5 hours a day, every day, caring for these little spiders one at a time. And I sold most of them to good people who also love jumpers. And I kept a good number for myself. But they all passed on due to old age. But I'm always hoping to find another jumper when out and about. But their personalities are something else. One of my girls, she was such a food-driven little stinker. She tried to eat my finger. As in, she actually stared at my finger and slowly went to bite, and I'm like, what the hell? And so I had to gently shake her off. And it did hurt. It felt like a bee sting, just not a severe one. And I had no health issues from that bite. She was just ravenously hungry. And so when I offered her a mealworm right after, she took it real quick. And that's the thing, like little creatures. They don't have evil intent when they bite. It's just two basic reasons to bite. One, you're mistaken for food, or you're making them afraid for their lives and they feel they have to defend themselves. Thankfully, I've never been bitten by any creature out of it being afraid of me. I've only ever gotten bit from my hands being mistaken for food. And once I learned to not let it bother me, it's like a whole world. Oh, he settled on my shoulder. Wait, he settled on my shoulder. I feel his body all along, and it feels a little chilly. So he's gonna warm up real good. Oh, but thank you, Light. I really appreciate that. It wasn't easy conquering the fear, but once it was conquered, the rest was easy. Now, anytime I'm anywhere and I see any sort of bug, I'm just like, huh, it's that little bug. And the funny thing about overcoming a fear of spiders is fear of other bugs tends to follow. Like, I used to be very, very afraid of cockroaches. Like, I would scream if one was in the room with me because I'd be afraid. But now if I see one, I'm just like, ew. And I just deal with it. Whereas when I was little, I would have had my brother kill it. Or I would have had my dad come in and kill it. Childhood memories. Yeah, my jumpers were really good. Real easy to care for also. I just love caring for other creatures in general. I wanted to be a mother, but I was born with a birth defect that made that impossible for me. And I've mostly made my peace with that fact, but it still hurts sometimes. But I pour all that motherly love into this little guy and into comforting you guys with your pains and what you're going through. And it helps, but I could still use more prayer for baby fever to go away. I try not to focus on it and just keep my mind busy. But when you've had dreams of being a parent your whole life, and then you get told that's not going to happen for you because your body is incapable of handling that, it's devastating beyond words. And I will say that I greatly understand the Scarlet Witch wanting those boys as hers. The ache of motherhood unmet. It's a pain that doesn't really go away. It can just be masked and ignored. But again, I just appreciate prayers for me and my husband that the baby fever will pass. All of the women I knew are moms now. And so that made it really hard. And that's why I became a recluse. Literally every other woman I saw was living out my lifelong dream. And it hurts watching other people live out your dreams while knowing your dreams will never be a reality for you. But I keep giving it to God. And I let my husband know when it's hitting hard. And I'm getting through this. But it's just difficult. Thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Blade. I was only 15 when I was diagnosed with Turner syndrome. Basically, boys have an X chromosome and a Y chromosome. Girls have 2 X chromosomes. And my genetic code was incomplete regarding the second X chromosome, specifically all parts pertaining to reproduction. And it's really hard to hear that at age 15. And it's especially hard when it's your first year in a public school after being homeschooled basically the whole time. And what made it a bit of hell for me was it was also freshman year of high school for me. So I went from being homeschooled with just my brother next to me to being in a public school surrounded by other kids, and especially a lot of kids that were not raised in the church like I was. So I felt completely lost and devastated. But with a lot of prayer and effort, I have mostly overcome that hurt. I don't know if it'll ever fully go away. So I just want to encourage you guys that do have little ones, give them extra hugs and kisses. Cherish that you have little ones that are half you and half your person. Because I would give my left arm to be able to be a mom. But I got my little reptile son in the meantime. And we plan to foster to adopt if we're able to get on our feet financially. So prayers for all of that would be very helpful. And I'll pray for all of you guys too if there's anything specific that you're going through. I'm only this kind and caring because I know what it's like to be in the depths of despair and have no one offer a hand to help pull you out. And if it's in my power, I want to make all of you guys feel understood by at least me. You know, if you don't have any people near where you live that support you, please know that I support you and I'm in your corner rooting for you. Yeah, on my But another tricky thing about me is because of the Turner syndrome, I have other health issues as a result. Like, I can't have gluten because I have celiac. It really sucks. I have thyroid disorder caused by Turner syndrome. Oh. Hey. That was adorably derpy of you. Yeah. I'm never bored when I'm handling my little guy. But, I just want to make sure that I can make you feel understood, at least by me, and have you know and understand that I'm in your corner, even if no one else in your life is in your corner. The love of Jesus is just flowing out from me, and I just want to see everyone do better and live better. And if there's any way that I can encourage and pray for you guys, please let me know. When I'm in the worst of my pain, I like to describe it as a black hole in my chest. Like, you know where Tony Stark has the reactor, like in the center? For me, the worst of my grief feels like there's a black hole
I
there.
already fed her, just in case you wanted to know.
And
Hey, Sadie.
it sucks all the joy, all the happiness, all feelings of physical comfort away from me. And I feel like I'm collapsing in on myself. And when I'm feeling that way, I force the tears out. I don't just let them fall, I force them out. While silently crying to God about why I'm hurting so much. And I usually give myself a good 10 minutes, maybe 15.
Yours is fighting.
Ooh. And I'll just focus on pouring out all my pain in my tears.
I've reported your success of the
And
chain of
then,
command.
when I feel sufficiently drained of all the chemicals that tears of pain cause your body to expel, I put on happy music to turn my brain into not being on pain mode anymore, but just continuing on with life now that that emotion has been expressed fully. And I thought it was normal for people to be able to schedule mental breakdowns and then stick to a time limit and then resume as normal after it's over. I didn't know that wasn't normal. And so when I would talk to other people and say that that's how I handle it, they would look at me all weird. And now I understand why they looked at me weird, because it is different. And different that we don't understand it is often weird to us. But even though I was born different,
And
uh,
I think it's gonna go try to eat him.
love you, Dad.
Right.
But if any of you guys want tips or advice on how to handle pain, I can tell you how I handle it and hope that it will help you too. Because I wish I had someone to walk me through the different losses I've had to suffer. But we don't get what we want in life. But we do get what we need. And even though I am not living in the situation that teenage me thought I'd be living in by age 34, it's still good. Different, but still good. And focusing on the good parts is getting easier. Because your mind is a magnifying glass. Whatever you focus on tends to be all that you see. And for years I was focusing only on the pain. And now I focus on the good. Even if I hate a situation, I'll try to come up with at least one positive thing about it whenever it's possible. And it's helped me greatly. And I encourage all of you guys, if you're dealing with a lot of pain in your heart or your mind, you can't just ignore it. You can't just expect time to fix your wounds. You have to work to heal them. You have to work to close up those wounds. And you have to work to make those wounds scar over and be sealed. And the way you do that is you confront yourself. You write down a good and bad list about yourself and your qualities. Like, list every good, positive thing about yourself that you could think of. And on the con side, list all the problems
Crap, I got two.
with yourself.
I got two alphas trying to dominate for the alpha status.
I would focus on making a pros and cons list. Work on bolstering the good that you have, and work on reducing the problem behavior that you recognize as a problem for yourself. When you focus on building a better life for yourself instead of just waiting and hoping it happens, life doesn't get easier to handle per se, but you become more adapted to it. I've been live again for almost 2 hours. For real though, guys, pain is something that I completely understand, and I want to help support you guys through your pains. Yeah, Steven, that's how I used to be. Only focused on the negative. Only focused on being fallen into a puddle of mud instead of focusing on, wow, I can actually leave this puddle if I decide to. I don't have to stay sitting in a nasty puddle. And you gotta force yourself to move in your life. Make changes that are good for you, your health, and try and cut back on things that hurt you in the long run.
Come here. You come here. Come here. Come here. Oh,
I think she's a needy baby.
Oh,
Does this look like a needy baby? Because I think that's a needy baby. Yeah, just a cute.
Come this way, man.
My arm is getting sore holding it for this little guy.
Now you give her love.
Yeah, you love you too, puppy dog. Oh, thank you, Steven. Yeah. I've always had dogs growing up, and they truly are a wonderful comfort.
Oh, crap.
Oh shit! But I am serious, though, you guys. I am rooting for you all and for your lives to improve. And I'm praying that you'll all have the willpower and the support that you need to be able to make those good changes for yourself. And I'll be praying that you're able to stick with it. Because I have a hard...
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
I have a hard time with sticking to things.
You better chill out.
I tend to lose my momentum and then stop trying. But I'm trying to get out of being that way. And it's taking work. But as long as we're working to improve ourselves, we have reason to feel good about ourselves. As long as you're trying to get better.
Dude, you need to chill out. Chill. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Is he afraid of Sadie?
He's
No.
grumpy.
He's just upset because I moved him.
We brought home fried chicken,
Ooh, nice.
so
You want him on your shirt? Like,
Yeah.
Sadie, I miss
There you
go. Do you want to
watch
live?
him study.
He settled on my collarbone. Moments like this make me happy to be a reptile parent. They say leopard geckos don't really have the emotional range of like a dog or a cat. But I feel very loved and warm and fuzzy when my little guy chooses to take a nap on me.
I'll get some chicken.
Do I? Oh, could you nuke me up a rice?
What kind you want?
Cilantro and lime if we have any.
You should have just one of each. Yeah, you got them right here. You got jasmine rice, Mexican rice.
This is my little man.
More Mexican. You got 2 cilantro. One now.
Thank you, baby. I do love hearing it rain outside. Yeah, it's like he's the perfect size to hang out in the dip of my collarbones. I know he only snuggles for warmth, but I like to pretend he snuggles for warmth and love. I want to hear from you guys who are here. I want to know what kind of pets you have and if you got any funny stories with your pet. My funniest story with this little guy was him peeing on me. I had handled him nicely. He was doing good. But when he got fully warmed up by resting on me, it relaxed him enough that he fully just let everything out. And when a reptile pees on you, it's completely unexpected and shocking. Thankfully, it was easy to clean up because most of it was on me, not the couch. But if you've never had your reptile poop or pee on you, you're not handling them enough. Well, thank you, Stephen. I pray that you'll have a good sleep tonight and a good day tomorrow. We love and appreciate you all. Heard a funny beeping noise outside. But, I'm getting tired, guys. I've been live for almost 2 hours. But I'm going to let you guys go. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I'm praying for you all. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other.